I think we need also to redefine certain concepts. I'll mention two for now. One is the question of audience, and two, the notion of gallery. You know, let's use the art fair as an example, which Ejoma already talked about. This idea of galleries, it restricts what we understand by audiences. You know, maybe we should collapse that and find a different way in which we can understand art practices, discourses, exhibition, and so forth. So in so doing, we are going to bring more different, diverse audiences. Now, the way the fair is organized is mainly organized around commercial galleries. For those not part of that network, they're excluded. Whether you want to look at that in terms of identity politics, in terms of race, gender, class, and so forth, already, let alone the setting, the waterfront. So we're in Cape Town, that beautiful city, you know, not so far yet, the audiences are not diverse. That's one thing we need to establish. Maybe once we collapse that and talk about spaces or sites, we are going to be able to open it up, because there are a number of players who are doing art, who are making practices in different parts of South Africa and different parts of Cape Town. But because they're not galleries, so they feel excluded, they feel distanced. So that's one way we need to think about it. Ejoma is right, you know, this idea of Africa. South Africa is always behind on what is happening on the continent. And when we catch up, because we have the resources and infrastructure, we think that we are ahead. You know, if you travel to Lagos, if you travel to East Africa, Ethiopia, you travel to Egypt, individuals have been doing projects that are already part of what you call the global network. So just because we have that infrastructure, we're a gateway into Africa, and then we tend to have this kind of attitude. So that needs to be also addressed. And one of the problems with this fair, I'm not criticizing the fair, I'm just making it as an example of how do you begin to think of Africa. Maybe South Africa needs to rethink itself in terms of what it means to be South Africa. The very name, it is a geographical designation, it's not a name. That's the one set apart of it. There's one part which is said about South Africa. It does not remain itself. So it's not part of the continent. It's still that colonial setup. And Cape Town is one of the posts that Europe feel comfortable. And it's so conservative to transform. And it's not surprising some of us are from Joburg and yet we're talking in this panel. Right? So these are things that at times you don't want to disturb the beautiful kind of, you're on holiday, some of us, so you don't want to disturb people, but yet these are realities. So by that, what I'm coming to get at is, same thing with publishing, the question of asking. There have been galleries, there have been individuals. Part of what is beautiful about the continent is individuals have taken initiative despite of regimes that don't support them. And South Africa, because we have what you call it, a strong government with support, and also a business sector. Whereas on the continent, individuals don't get government support, and yet they create initiatives. You know, I mean, the likes of BC Silva, for example, the likes of Basam, you know, the likes of Abdel Karam, their number, even now, Koya, exactly. Those are individual projects, and yet in this country we have all these resources, and we keep on talking about future prospects.
And what's more, those individuals you're talking about, you know, globally, they most highly regarded.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying then is, once we start to rethink differently about what it means to make art, collapse this notion. I'm not saying let's get away with galleries. Please, don't misunderstand me. But once we redefine it, we open it up. We are going to bring different audiences, but also we're going to bring different stakeholders and players. And that once it opens up, I'll give an example. It's so, for me, I was disappointed that even Google Active doesn't have a space here, which is one of the exciting projects, and some of its offspring are doing so well internationally. You know, the likes of Kimang, the likes of Kanye, even the later Unati. It's sad that it does not even attribute to that. And I like the idea of Moboneng, and someone from Joburg must come to Cape Town to do that. Isn't that really, you know what I mean? So anyway, what I'm trying to say is there are models in place. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to look at things that are in place, as was saying, you know, the kind of project. So in terms of publishing, you know, I'm not going to blow your You know what I mean? Art South Africa is doing that, right? There's Art Trop, there's Art Times. You know what I mean? Already there's a culture of publishing. There are newspapers that have, even if there's slightest space of publishing. But the continent doesn't wait for those. What I'm saying is, we have the resources, but what we are lacking is a sense of innovation. How do you explore that? And also, not always already depending on the government fund. We complain so much. And then we never complain, what is the business sector doing in terms of pumping resources? I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about putting resources in terms of training people, in terms of traveling people around, you know, and the names we mentioned, they don't need, some of us don't need to be paid. We want to get somewhere else, we want to get there, we want to network, you know what I mean? So for me, it is those kind of innovation I'm more interested in.